because if this is my draw down here, this low, and we had already swept liquidity up here on this high, then we should look for a kiss of death before heading to the final target. All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you're tuning in, my name is Lewis. I am just simply documenting my trading journey. First and foremost, I would like to thank you so much for the amount of support that we've been getting. I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, so thank you so much for that. My Instagram probably popped up at the bottom or it's down in the description, so make sure you guys go and check that out. But apart from that, leave a like and comment. Let me know how your week went. Also share with a friend who is on their trading journey as well, because maybe they can learn something from here, or they're experiencing something that I'm experiencing. I just want to cut straight to the chase. There's no beating around the bush. I'm going to be transparent with you guys, be 100%. I blew my $3,000 account. I blew the account that this series was all about. It is gone. There is about $17 left in the actual account. It is weird because I'll show the video on everything. I took a trade. I had about 120 because I took an L on Monday, and then I took an L, when was it? Was it on Tuesday? I think I took an L on Tuesday as well. But everything that I've taken this week is on my Instagram, so make sure you guys go and check it out if you want to see my actual live executions. So yeah, like I said, I took an L on Monday, and that put the account at like 120 something dollars. And then Tuesday I'm taking a trade with, I believe, 2 contracts or 1 contract, and my risk was about $40, and I end up taking an L on Tuesday as well. I go and check my account, and it said that I was down $102 or something like that when I was risking $40, and I have the screen recording for it and everything, so I'll be showing you guys. It'll be up in the screen. Yeah, they opened up that spread and took my whole account. Crazy how they could open it up that wide to the point where I lose more than the trade that I was risking. But yeah, that it doesn't matter. I blew the account. I have to live with it. It happens. It happens to a lot of good traders. It's just a part of trading. It happens. And you know, I was very frustrated because obviously you don't want to lose money ever. It's bound to happen. This is the first time that I've really blown an account like this. Yeah, I have a lot of things I'm planning to do on for the new year, just based off of how to move on from this, how to proceed for the new year. But they're still in the works. I have a couple of things that I'm working on. I also want to talk about the fact that you're watching this video. You're probably watching this video right before Christmas. So first thing I want to say as well is Merry Christmas. I hope you have an amazing New Year. I don't know if I have a video up before New Year, but if I do, I'll say it again then. Either way, since we all know the markets are going to start slowing up, so I've just been taking paper trades ever since I blew my account, and that is just because I need to get back to my basics. I don't know, I've had a bad really couple of months, and I know it happens in trading, and just the way I had a bad couple of months, I can have a good couple of months, but at the same time I have a lot of work to do, and it's going to be done. So I'm going to go over everything that happened this week. All of my trades are going to be on my Instagram. I am now trading live, not live, but my live executions are on my social medias like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Reels, all that. So if you guys want to see the actual live executions and then see the actual breakdowns of the full trades here, you're more than welcome to. But I guarantee you that in 2025 I'm going to turn it up a notch, and I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but that's really all I can say. I can't say anything else apart from the fact it's embarrassing to talk about it, but I want to be transparent. I don't want to be a liar on here. Got a lot of things coming up in 2025, and we're going to turn around, because this year in itself has been crazy. I'm about to reach a full year of trading in January. It's crazy that on the last 2 months I would blow my account like this, but it happens all due to over trading and over leveraging. So I'll talk about everything that ended up happening this week. We'll talk about the sponsor of the video and the Discord as well, but I want it to be as real as possible in the first part of the video. So let's get into the sponsor of this video, then let's talk about the rest of the trades that I took. All right, this is the sponsor of the series, Tektronix.com. As you already know, use code LVFLIP for 10% off. They have free shipping on all products, so if you're looking for the best quality parts for a PC that you're trying to build, make sure you check out Tektronix. You can come here to the side and hit the tab and contact them, and you are able to be quoted on any parts that you want specifically in your build. All that is available. You have reviews down here, even my own review. Mike has helped me with my own PC when I was having problems, so the dude knows what he is doing. Apart from that, you could go into any of these and you'll see the setups, but as always, we'll go into the Lewis visuals part of it. You see right here, ranging from $800 to $2,600. I always say my favorite setup is the $1,200 one, Futures setup LV Flip. And if you go in here, this is it. This is what you'll be getting for $1,200. This is a pretty nice built PC. It looks very good aesthetically as well, but it also has very good parts, and as you can see, it has all the parts here. Very strong PC. And then if you scroll down, you'll see everything else. Apart from that, that is really all I have to say for Tektronix. Like I said earlier, make sure you use my discount code LVFLIP for 10% off. Now let's head into the Discord. All right, this is the Discord. We have been talking a little bit. Honestly, has been drying up since we've kind of hit that later stage of the December months, and people are really going through it. I'm not the only one, but as you can see, we have been talking a bit. I would appreciate you guys if you join. Just keep conversation going. I'm gonna add a lot of things to this group in the near future. I did update and I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, so I appreciate that as well. So let's make sure to keep growing, and if you find any type of value or anything like that, please like, share, comment, anything that could really help. Thank you so much for the support that we've been getting on the YouTube channel as well. Every time I get in here, I see a lot more progress. As always, about to hit 1,090, and if we do by the time this video is up, I'm extremely thankful. Thank you so much for the amount of support that we've been getting on the YouTube channel. It couldn't be done without you, so once again, thank you so much. And if you want to join the Discord link is down in the description. If you guys have any suggestions of what I can do in the Discord to make it a lot more, how do I say it, a lot more organized or a lot more interactable, please let me know in the comments of this video or even in the Discord itself if you're already in it. So yeah, let's get into this week's trades and let's talk about what ended up happening. All right, so this week was crazy with Wednesday and Friday being the two main expansion days. Just ridiculous in terms of FOMC on Wednesday, and then we had a reversal or a TGIF Friday trade on Friday. But let's head right into the trades. I don't want to talk too much, but this is the type of week that we ended up having, and it'll coming all the way down, sweeping a lot of sell side liquidity, just a buying opportunity. In my opinion, I think for sure we end up coming back up and taking out this high from Wednesday next week, but we'll just have to see, because I am not trading live anymore for the rest of the year. I'm on a paper trading account until the new year starts, and then from there, all the stuff that I have planned for next year will end up playing out. But either way, let's bring in my drawings. This is what I was looking at this week. It was basically Monday high of the week profile all the way to Friday reversal or TGIF's trade. Let's just talk about what trades ended up being taken on these days, and then we'll see what ended up happening. But Monday live trade is on my Instagram, so go and check that out. All right, so on Monday I took a short after we took out this buy side liquidity right here from Friday. I took a short there, and then I was targeting at least the Friday lows. Ended up being stopped out immediately. I had no real reason to think that we were gonna go lower. So this is what I mean by taking unnecessary trades that have no value behind it. But either way, I thought, as what we were talking about from last week, as this candle ended up being closed under, that once we come back up and tested it, this would become the order block, and then we would start moving lower. But we were just bullish. We were just extremely bullish on this day. We got in something around here after we swept the liquidity. You can see the full video live on my Instagram, but yeah, it was just wrong idea. We have been rising all morning. We had been rejecting lows and pushing through highs, so I should have been bullish. I just had no target because we were already at the all-time high, so I don't think anybody really expected that big of a push up, but we moved up pretty big. I had an opportunity to actually go long where I got in, but didn't take it, and ended up having to watch it for the rest of the morning because I had no idea what else was going to happen. But that is basically what ended up happening on Monday. Monday was really just wild and just went up the whole time. That's all I can say. Let's move on to Tuesday. So I'm going to take all of this off real quick. I didn't take this trade on Tuesday, but this is the trade that I should have taken. Either way, on Tuesday I messed up, because Tuesday for sure, but I messed up on Tuesday, right? Because I saw that we had swept liquidity. So my actual target on Tuesday was this low down here. This low was my draw on liquidity for Tuesday. As you can see, it got hit and extended through a bit, but it was smacked. My problem was when I came into the open, I got in too early. I got in way too early. I got in on this candle at 9:30, and I was in this move down, but ended up coming back up. I got in on the 1 minute, if I'm not mistaken, and it is my fault on this day because this was a kiss of death trade. And knowing exactly what a kiss of death trade is you look for a move above highs or a sweep of liquidity, a final sweep of liquidity to then head to the target. And knowing that, I still took the wrong trade. But either way, yeah, I got in around here. I had my stop up here. Price went down. I was like, okay, I'm good. It's gonna head to the target. Came back up, didn't swoop, went back down, and then came up and swooped the actual trade entry that I should have taken, and then just went straight to the target after that. As you can see, went straight to the target after that. How did I know that this was the kiss of death trade? Sweep of liquidity up here. This is target, short-term target. We come up. I think there might have been a SMT, if I'm not mistaken. There was a SMT right here. As you can see, this made a higher high than this. Didn't even get close to it, but you can see right here we have an SMT on ES. We never got above this high, so that could have been something that somebody could have taken as extra confirmation to take the shorts. Like I said, if I got in after this sweep sweep of liquidity where this was the best move to get in for the day, honestly, unless you got in up here on the day prior on Monday. But like I said, apart from this entry, which was the day prior on Monday, this was the second best entry on the day, and this was the third. Honestly, this was the best entry if you just trade in the New York session. I should have been looking for a kiss of death, which is a sweep of liquidity, and as you can see right here, we swept buy side liquidity. So liquidity was already taken. That was the entry that you could have taken right there. Stop above that high and then targeted the low with a basically a 3.5 R. But what did I do? Like I said, I got in on this, ended up getting stopped out, and it's my fault for not paying attention to what was happening. Because if this is my draw down here, this low, and we had already swept liquidity up here on this high, then we should look for a kiss of death before heading to the final target. My fault, I messed up. That's basically it for Tuesday. This was the trade that should have been taken on Tuesday. Now Wednesday was ridiculous, and I think I took a long on Wednesday. I took a long somewhere in here. I have it on my Instagram as well, so make sure you go and check it out on my Instagram. Might have been on the 5-minute. Yeah, this is the long that I took. So this is the actual long I got in right here when we touched back on this, what I thought was an order block, but wasn't an order block because it never took out the sell side liquidity, but I did see it going up, so that's why I took the long. Honestly, my target was this low, so I don't know why I was expecting us to just reverse after not taking out the low, even though I believe ES did already take out that low at that moment. Let me just double check. No, I hadn't, so that is my mistake. Either way, I took this long thinking that we were gonna end up going for this high up here. Completely wrong, and I traded the manipulation. That should have been where I took my entry, and I did see a couple people take this entry, but man, it is frustrating to see the amount of movement that we got on Wednesday. And I saw an SMT, so I got out around here. Either way, this trade should have been a short. I should have been waiting for that SMT, looking for shorts. Got in somewhere like here, had my stop above this high, and then target wise, you target the low of the previous week, because that was the only valuable or the only valid trade idea that I could come up with on Wednesday after back testing it, because as you can see, didn't really get much after New York session after AM session, but as soon as we hit 2, we just started melting, and that was the biggest move that I've probably seen in a while. But as you can see, this is what ended up happening on Wednesday, and I took a long and got out. I thought I was on the right side and got out with the SMT, but a big move always happens after an SMT, so watch out for those SMTs and make sure that you're on the right side. There are fake SMTs that you can get caught by, so make sure that you're not just getting into any SMT just because an SMT is formed. You should have already a valid trade idea that the SMT just gives extra confirmation for. But yeah, that is what happened on Wednesday. That was a crazy day, but my best trade honestly was on Thursday, and it was a pretty simple trade. I waited, I was very patient on this day, and this is what I have to work on, is my patience. But we ended up turtle souping this buy side liquidity, and as you can see, we have liquidity and a key level right above the liquidity. So we go up above the liquidity, we take out buy side and tap into the key level. That was the advanced trade turtle soup, but I didn't take that. If I'm being honest, I waited for this down close candle to close. Once that down close candle closed, these two candles right here, these two up close candles became an order block. As you can see, I have it marked down. I have it marked there as a order block, and I took my entry there. My stop was above the medium threshold of the order block, and I was targeting sell side liquidity from Asia, but honestly could have targeted the low from Wednesday because price was very bearish on Thursday, and I thought that would carry on to Friday. I have this trade execution on my Instagram as well, so if you want to check it out, as you can see, we came down here. I took one contract off right there, and then on the actual execution it started chopping, and I got out up here. But I should have trusted my idea because I had the right idea on this day. I had the correct idea, but execution needed some help, and I journaled it. This is a paper trade either way, so I have to treat it as a paper trade, but also treat it as a real trade because this is a real idea. I have journaled that, and I learned from my mistake. Obviously, if I have the correct order block and I get into an order block entry, all I have to do is really trust the idea. And as you can see, we even had a better trade entry right here, touching the last up close candle, so that could have been there. There was 3 entries, even 4 with this one, and then we had an inverse gap entry on over here towards the end of the day. But this was the advanced entry right here. We had a a buy side liquidity, a key level, swooped into the key level, and then sold off. And as you can see, sold off a lot more. But yeah, that's the best trade that I took this week, honestly, if I'm being 100%. And then Friday, man, got me upset because everything was pointing bullish on Friday. Everything was pointing bullish on Friday. And if I'm being honest, everything was pointing bullish on Friday. We had taken out this low from 2 in the morning and then closed inside of it. It was a long range of a week. So the TGIF trade could have been anticipated. If you look at 15-minute order flow, we were rejecting lows and pushing through highs, rejecting lows and pushing through highs, which is bullishness. But what did I do? I took a short for absolutely no reason. I believe I took a short up here, got into this 15-minute gap, turned around and stopped me out. But why did I do that? That makes no sense. As you could see right here, the move down that I thought I was in profit in, as you know, I got in here at 10:05, and then from there to here was where I was in profit. But I seen this, and this should have told me that we were going to be bullish, because there was a sweep of liquidity right here. We had liquidity taken. We also had an SMT, and I remember seeing this and I was like, damn, I should have just went long. So as you can see, we come down and sweep this liquidity, creating a bullish SMT with NQ taking out that low, but ES did not come into the fair value gap and take out that low. So we have a SMT, and that showed us that we were going to be extremely bullish. So I really don't know why I took the short. It was stupid. I believe I was trading off of just a pattern on this day and no narrative. Everything with narrative and logic was pointing bullish, with the high from Thursday as the draw on liquidity. So you can see just extremely melted, and I had an opportunity to get in, man, but I didn't. We come down here, touch this bullish order block, inverse gap entry could have been my entry. Honestly, should have got in after we swept this liquidity and created the SMT, but the real good entry could have been here as well. Inverse gap entry, stop about below the order block, target the high. You can see, take contract off right here at the 2, let the rest run, smacked it. That is the week that I ended up having. Man, it was a very frustrating week, but like I said, I've been trading paper just because I blew my account, and the month is over. And this week basically we have Christmas coming up, but don't let that stop you guys, man. If you're going through something where you blew an account, I've been seeing people all over YouTube really who have been blowing their accounts, and they're very credible traders. So don't think too much of it. Just learn from your mistakes and try to make yourself better. Honestly, I'm gonna come into 2025 a lot stronger. I have a lot of plans. I'm not gonna give up. But yeah, this has been the video for this week. Like I said, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Thank you for 1,000 followers on there, but I'm going to keep posting my live executions. Probably, I don't know how this week will look, but I'll probably see off on Monday and see if it trades okay. But with Christmas coming up, I doubt this upcoming week is even good. So for the new year, for sure, once I start trading live again, I will be posting my live executions. Make sure you go and check that out. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Use my discount code LVFLIP for 10% off on Tektronix.com. Use the link in the description to join my Discord. It is free. Yeah, that is everything that I have to say. If I don't post for the New Year's, Happy New Year. And yeah, just be ready for a lot to happen in this upcoming New Year. I have a lot of things planned, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what ends up happening. But thank you so much. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.